Good morning, iWaited family. Thank you guys so much for joining me for iWaited Devotional Wednesdays. So let's see. I've been gone a couple of weeks. Just kind of taking some rest. And yeah, let's get started. My name is Marilyn Desume, and I run a purity blog named iWaited Blog, where I interview married couples who waited until marriage to be intimate as a way to encourage other young adults. So you can reach us on all social media platforms at iWaited Blog, and then also the website is www.iwaitedblog.com. Also, YouTube is iWaited Blog. You can search YouTube iWaited Blog. So like every social media platform. And so one thing I kind of just want to dive in and just get to the topic. So the topic today is you have no purpose. So saying that, I think in these days, telling people that they have no purpose is literally like almost, I think, blasphemy. Because everyone's like on this illustrious search for their purpose and what they're supposed to do in the earth and what they're supposed to do for God and how they're supposed to help others. And so I think in all this searching for purpose, we've forgotten like the main reason why we're here. And so one thing that I've been doing the past couple weeks, and which is one of the main reasons why I haven't recorded, I haven't searched out to like try to, do videos and that type of thing, is because God has really been dealing with me and just showing me about how we go on this search for purpose. We go on this search to bring meaning to our lives. We go on this search to be purposeful. We go on this search to bring importance to ourselves. We go on this search to kind of find out who we are. And in all this searching, people become even more lost. They become even more lost with who they are and what they're supposed to do while they're here. And so what God has been showing me, just in different teachings, just in reading the Bible, just in reading different books, is that we have no purpose. We have no purpose, and I think what we describe as purpose is, us being the reason why we're here. So we have one reason why we're here, and that only reason here is to commune with God, is to know Him, And so everyone has abandoned, like, what I would call the purpose giver. And we're like searching, like we're running after like purpose. Let me find my purpose. Let me find out what I'm supposed to do. And then I'll be fulfilled. And then I'll be, and then I'll be filled up. And then I'll be, satisfied. And it's like the only thing we're supposed to be satisfied in, the only thing we're supposed to be filled up with is God, with His Spirit, with His presence, with the knowledge of Him, with the relationship with Him, with the fellowship with Him. And so we've all literally abandoned the true reason why we're here, for purpose, for trying to figure out what we're here for, trying to figure out why we're on this earth. And there's only one reason. Paul said, I want to know Him, and I want to know Him in the fellowship of His suffering. Like that was his main goal, was to know God and to really identify with Jesus Christ, to identify with why Jesus came, identify with who Jesus was, and identify with what Jesus means to us. So I really believe that we've forgotten like the fact that God literally, what people say, bankrupted heaven to send us Jesus to save us, so that we can then commune with Him, so that we can know Him. Because that fellowship was broken when Adam and Eve sinned by eating the forbidden fruit. So God wanted that fellowship back. He wanted that communion back. And so we've the enemy has us on this like rat race, like this little rat race of, let me find my purpose. Let me find out what I'm supposed to do. Let me find out, who I'm supposed to help. Let me find out how many degrees I'm supposed to get. Let me find out how many businesses I need to open up. Let me find out how many millions I can make in my lifetime. And it's like, God is like, hello, I'm over here. I'm over here. This is why you're here, so you can know me. This is why, I've created you, so that you can know me. This is why I've created you, so that you can love on me, get a relationship with me, find out who I am. And so you've ever had a person like literally tell other people like how great of a relationship they have with you, how much they know you, how y'all always hanging out, y'all homies, like I know them, yeah, that's my friend, like we cool. And then the person comes back to you and says like, yeah, so and so said like they know you, y'all be hanging out, y'all cool, and you're like, I don't even know them like that. Like, they don't even have my phone number. Like, how are you telling people you know me, you don't even know me like that? And I've had situations happen like that to me. Even one time in college where this guy was going around telling our group of friends, like we had a mutual group of friends, how he was always hanging out with me, always at my house, like trying to make it seem like we were talking, we were on a way to, I guess, a relationship or something. And when I was told that, luckily I was told that a few years later, because if I would have found out in the moment, it would have been a problem. But I found out a few years later, like, yeah, you said, yeah, y'all hung out all the time, and he was always at your house, and every time we talked to him, be like, yeah, I just came from Mimi's house. And I was like, what? I was like, I think he came to my house like one time, and it was not on no we're talking type stuff. It was literally maybe, I think, because he was in the neighborhood. But when people, this is how we treat God, is we form these relationships in our head of the fact that we think we know him. We talk about him. We form ministries around him. We do all these things concerning God, but we don't really even sit down to communicate with him. We are so busy doing ministry, like, God, I don't have time. Like, I got to go serve your people. I got to go feed the homeless. I got to go start this business. I got to go get this money. And it's like, God's like, I'm like the source of all of this. I hope, I don't know if you know, but I'm the source of all of this. And so that's where God has had me, where I've been on this like wild goose chase of purpose, of trying to find meaning, of wanting to just understand, like, God, tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, what's my next step? What do I do? How do I do it? And he's like, no, I'm not telling you anything until you chase me, until you pursue me, until you want to know me. Like, I'm not telling you anything, because I think a lot of us, and I think that would have been true for me, if God would have like just poured it out on me, like, the things he has prepared for me and the things he wants me to do, I would have took that and run, but he wouldn't have been anywhere in it, nowhere in it. And that's not where I want to be. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but I really, truly want to know God. I really, truly want to have a relationship with him. I really, truly want to have like a communion, a fellowship with him daily, not just on Sunday, not just on Tuesday night Bible study, not just on the days you go and do evangelism in the streets or whatever. Like, I really want to know God for real, like for real, for real. Black people, when we mean something, we say it twice. For real, for real. Like, I really want to know him. And so I would encourage anybody today, like, if you're on this wild goose chase where you feel like you're so restless and you're just so anxious and you're just so like, oh, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, I just feel like I ain't got no purpose. I don't have this. That's literally the enemy that has us in this place of anxiety, of anxiousness, to keep our minds off of the main thing, which is to know God. All of this life, in Ezekiel it says it's all vanity. It's all vanity without him. Like, All of this is all vanity without God, without knowing him, without a relationship with him, without actually hearing his voice, without being led by him. This is all vanity. And so, y'all, get off the hamster wheel, the proverbial hamster wheel, and get in his face. Find out who he is. I've been asking him, I think almost every day, like, sir, I want to know you. Who are you? What do you want from me? What do you need from me? And how can I serve you? We need to learn how to serve God before we can go and serve his people. A lot of us are trying to serve God's people and we don't even know how to serve him. That just pricked my heart. So, yeah, I would encourage you, if you're on this wheel, man, jump off. Jump on your knees. Jump down on your knees. Fall down on your face. Lay prostrate, whatever you have to do. And get before him and seek his face. And ask him, sir, what do you want in my life? What do you need in my life? What do you need from me? And he will answer you. He will, if I don't know anything else, God will answer you. So yeah, I hope in this short time you got something from this message, and that you allow God to work in you. You allow him to be what you need in this season, in your life, not just this season, but your whole life. I want God to be everything I need in my life, in my marriage, in my family, with my siblings, with my nieces, my nephews, my dad, my stepmom, everybody, my friends, my businesses, ministry. Like, I want him to be everything I need in all of those. And I want him to be number one in all of those things, in all of those situations and relationships. And in order to do that, in order for him to be number one, I have to actually know him. I have to actually have a relationship with him. I have to actually sit with him daily and get to know his voice. Get to know who he is, get to know his character, get to know the way that he does things, the way that he moves, and the way that he pushes you. God does not pull us to do anything. He will give you a push, but he will not pull you. He will not drag you. So I'm allowing God to push me in this season, because in the past seasons I've been expecting him to pull me and drag me along, and it's like, I don't do that. I don't know who you think I am, but I don't do that. So let God do what he wants to do in your life. Let him do what he's wanting to do in your life. He needs you. He needs you in this earth, but first he needs you in relationship with him. So that's all I got for y'all this morning. I pray that you are blessed. I pray that God's richest blessings fall upon you. I pray that you form a relationship with God so intimately that you're literally one with him, like literally one. So yeah, that's all I got. I pray that you guys are blessed. I pray that this blessed you. And I pray that I'm always doing the will of God. And I pray that you're always doing the will of God. So have a great day, iWaited family. I love y'all so much. And you can always email me with any prayer requests, any questions, any concerns at iwaitedblog@gmail.com. That's iwaitedblog@gmail.com. Love y'all. Peace.